I will show you how the Forex Gold Investor passed the 200k challenge fully automatically with exceptionally steady growth. But that's not all. This EA has been very profitable on a 200k funded account, plus it made about 40% in 1 month in my live trading account. I can honestly say I never dreamed of these kinds of results from an EA. And if I show you one of my VPSs with the challenge where the Gold Investor has been trading since the 22nd of January 2024 and until the 4th of April, it passed the challenge with a profit of $20,021.56, and the last trade was closed yesterday evening. And if I show you on the chart, you will see the two most recent trades, and if I zoom in a little bit so we can see exactly where the trades open and close. So right in here you can see a long trade that was closed in here, and prior to that we have this long trade that opened in the morning and it was closed on the very top of this move at 5:30 p.m. right at this moment, and you can see the profits in the account. Actually the last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades were all profitable, which is honestly unbelievable result for me. And if I just scroll through all of the trades in the history, you will see that there were losing trades, but definitely I had more profitable trades than losing trades. And let me show you the statistics of the account so we will have a better visual representation of all of these trades. And you can see that the balance chart is very steady, and if I click on stats, you will see that the profit factor is 3.46, or this is all the profits divided by all the losses. And if I go to strategy, you will see that there are two strategies with the Forex Gold Investor EA. So it's one EA, but it's trading two strategies simultaneously, and you can see that the net profit with the one ending on 001 is $1,300, and the one ending on 002 is $18,643. So definitely for that period of time the second strategy was more profitable and it executed more count of trades. Let's check out the total net pips that were gained. Nearly 150 with the first strategy and over 1500 with the second one. And if I click on overview, you will see that the history is 80 days, but I actually started it a little bit later. So the account was open on the 16th of January and it started trading on the 22nd of January, and with a very steady growth the Forex Gold Investor achieved the 10% target. And that is something we were discussing with one of my team members recently, that if you want to pass challenges you should not really force yourself or put time limits. In the past most of the prop firms were limiting the trading objectives to 1 month, but now we can afford to trade longer, and if you set your risk properly and you aim for 2 to 3% a month, you have high chances of passing the challenge rather than trying to pass it within 1 month and risking all of your funds. So if I show you all of my challenges, you will see that the Forex Gold Investor achieved the 10%, and in the last 30 days it gained 4.66%. The previous challenge I passed was with the prop firm robots, and those achieved above 10% in the last 30 days. And prior to that I passed another challenge with the Happy Gold EA. So these three are definitely the ones I use the most in 2024. But at the beginning of the video I shared that I will show you how the Forex Gold Investor is performing in one of my 200k funded accounts. So I will go to the results of the funded accounts that are public on EA Trading Academy, and at any moment you can check how each expert advisor is performing. So right on the top I have the Forex Gold Investor, and you can see that it gained 6.5 43% in this funded account for the last 30 days. And if I click on the track record, you will see the performance. And actually this morning there were 2 losing trades with the expert advisor. I have confirmed the same with the vendors accounts. So right at the end you can see that there were losing trades. Overall the vendor has achieved about 500% in that live account since October 2020, which is really an amazing result because this is a scalping robot, and I have confirmed that the results from the vendor's account match my accounts. And actually I have passed the challenge just yesterday afternoon and the evening. As you saw, there were the last 2 trades, and then early this morning there were these 2 losing trades. And during the first part of March you can see this drop, but this was not because of losing trades, but because I requested a payout from Infinity Forex funds. And I know many of you asked me if they pay out to me, so I'll tell you what happened. At this moment, at the end of February, I requested a payout. So for quite a long time they were reviewing the payout, and the Gold Investor wasn't trading in my account, which wasn't really cool. And at that point my balance was sitting at $212,000, and I have requested all of the money in the account. However, they have paid me $4,000, but they have deducted $12,000 from my account, or pretty much they restarted my account, and I was quite disappointed about that. But later in the forum in the academy, which you can find at the end of the menu, in one of the sub forums, one of our clients shared a document from the Infinity prop firm, and it shows that there was a limitation for the first and the second withdrawal. Right in here for the $200,000 algo evaluation, you can see that there is a maximum of $4,000 in the first withdrawal and maximum of $5,000 in the second withdrawal, and it's unlimited thereafter. And I saw plenty of comments and reviews over the internet that Infinity has rejected payouts, but this is what happened to me and I wanted to share it with you transparently. I have requested $12,000 as a payout, which was my mistake. I didn't know that the $4,000 is the limit for the first withdrawal. But anyways, they restarted the account. It took them nearly 2 weeks to review the payout, which wasn't cool because I missed profits from the Forex Gold Investor. Then my account was restarted, and because I have a really good year, you can see that it reached $27,000 of profit after it was restarted. So for the next withdrawal I'll make sure to request $5,000 and then request more on the third and the fourth. Now guys, this is what happened to me. They paid out to me, which doesn't guarantee they will pay out to you. I don't want you to take any of the prop firms that I show on my YouTube channel as a recommendation from now on, because we really don't know what will happen with the prop firm industry in general. For now, I'm trading prop firms, funded accounts, and live accounts, and I'm super excited to show you how the Forex Gold Investor is performing in one of my live accounts. So now I will go to the live accounts that I made public, and you will see that in a small $200 live account, the Forex Gold Investor achieved 44.62% just in the last 30 days, which is amazing. Let me show you the track record, and you will see again a very steady growth. So this account started on the 25th of February, and especially recently it's been very profitable. The total return is above 53%, and as well I have it on $1,000 live account with Fxview. It gained 45% in total, and in this account it gained 16.57% in the last 30 days. Let me show you the track record. You will notice that the performance is very similar to the other account, but just because it's $1,000 live account, I decided to trade with a lower risk compared to the small $200 live account that I have. And if I show you Fxview, you will see that you can start an account with 200 euro. The broker is very suitable for commodities, and especially with the gold, the spreads are tiny. You can see 0.18 and 19 cents at the time of recording this video. As well, if you are trading expert advisors for currencies, you will see that the spreads with euro dollar start from a few points. And the reason I started trading with Fxview is because they are a fully regulated broker, and before you open an account you should always check the regulations. So if I go to the home page and I scroll down to the bottom, you will see that Fxview is regulated with a few different authorities, and there is a lot that this broker offers. However, the most important for me is that they are regulated, they offer MetaTrader, and they allow me to trade with expert advisors. I will leave all the links down below in the description to Fxview, to my live accounts, so you can track how the Forex Gold Investor is performing at any moment. This will save you the risk and the time to test it on a virtual or on a live account. But if you are just starting out, I will always suggest that you go for a demo account first, so you're not risking any real money. And once you achieve such results in your accounts, 40 or 50%, I would encourage you to withdraw some of these profits, and this way you will stay away from the greed that you are just building and building your account, and you would never enjoy the money that you earned. And I continue a week later, just before publishing the video, because something unexpected happened. Huge losses in my live accounts. The small $200 experienced a loss of over 90%, and on the $1,000 account, all the profits were wiped out, which brings me back to break even. So what I just said in the video, that you have to withdraw profits from time to time, just happened to me. I didn't withdraw them. This has never happened with DCA. I have backtested it multiple times. So I contacted the developers and I asked them to add daily drawdown protections, which will ensure that such drawdowns won't happen again. Plus, the team is settled in Bulgaria. I have spoken with them a few times, and I'm pretty sure they will do their maximum to improve the expert advisor with the relevant protections. I made a mistake by putting it on a small $200 account with 0.02 lots, so it's a lesson for me that I should trade this robot on a bigger account with smaller risk, and I believe that adding daily drawdown protections will make the robot safer. However, I wouldn't trade it before this update is launched, and I will then try to recover the $1,000 account that I have and probably put it on a few other accounts. And as you know, I show all of my live accounts transparently on the website of FA Trading Academy, so even when there are losses, I will talk about them and I will look for the solution. Once the update comes out, I will start trading again the Forex Gold Investor, because I have done plenty of profits with it. I have passed challenges, I've made profits on funded accounts and live accounts, so I don't want to give up on it from one losing day. With the protections, I'm sure it will be a robot that is worth trading in the long term. However, check out this video on my site to see more expert advisors that we are actively trading with transparent results. As always, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm on a holiday, so give me a few days to rest and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!